Hi parents, it's me, Miss Brogue. I just wanted to send home some information on math facts. This time of year, I always try to really push math facts, multiplication and division. The reason I do that is because in about 3 weeks, we are going to start into long multiplication and long division. And after over a decade, almost 2 decades of teaching fourth grade, I have learned that if kids have a really good foundation in their math facts, then multiplication, division, and then eventually fractions comes really much easier to them the rest of the year. When they don't have that foundation under them, they just start to struggle, and I see them start to hate math, and I see them get super far behind. So, as part of some motivation to get them to learn their math facts, I am going to let them smash pie in my face if they can pass off their math facts by Halloween. Now, we are practicing our math facts 20 to 30 minutes each day in class. That is a good chunk of time, and for most of my kids, that will be enough. They will have it. However, there are some kids that will still need a little additional practice, so if you could support me at home, that would be great. Some things I'm going to send home to help you support your kid, right? If we work together, maybe we can get there. It's what's called multiplication math tents. They are just a fancy flashcard. I will attach them to the email so you can look at them and print them out. How they work is they are broken down by facts. The one I'm showing you right now is the 6s, but you can choose the 8s or the 3s or the 9s. You fold the piece of paper in half. The child sits on the side without the answers. The adult sits on the side with the answers. And then you set a timer for 1 minute, and they go through and answer as many facts as they can in that 1 minute. The goal is to get through the whole card. They do not have to say the whole equation. They just have to say the fact. So it would sound something like 24, 48, 36, 18, 12, 60, 42, 54. If they get it wrong as the adult, I just stop them and say, nope, try again until they get it, and then let them continue. If they can do the whole thing in a minute, that's what we are aiming for. This is a great way to sit down, have some interaction. An older sibling can do this, a friend, really quick, really easy. Some virtual resources if paper isn't your thing, which I understand and isn't always the most motivating to kids. If they go to their Clever page, they should know how to access that. If you're on a device that hasn't been to Clever before, I just Googled Davis School District Clever. If you just put in Clever, it takes you to the national page, and it is really, really hard to log in. So if you just Google Davis County School District Clever page, it'll open up right to the page the kids know. They type in their username and password. They go to this page, K. Meller's page, and inside that page, there are 3 different games. There's academic skill builders, multiplication games, and facts and fracks. All of these will work on multiplication and division. Academic skill builders, if you have more than one device in your home, you can actually create games and play against each other. The kids have a blast with that. Multiplication games, it just breaks it down to whichever skill level they're on, their 3s, their 9s, their 7s, they can choose. There's a bunch of different games there. And then the facts and fracks is what we do every day in class. So they can do more of that and work toward their goal on their facts and fracks. Or if they're tired of that, they've already done their 30 minutes, they can use the others, or they can use those math tents I sent you. A little bit about facts and fracks. This is the program we are using in class. They must pass off. There's 3 parts to it: a strategies, a multiplication, and a division part in order to smash pie in my face. They can practice this at home. They can do more on the weekend. That's always a great way if your kid is struggling or needs more practice, is have them do it on the weekend days we're not at school. Or just even 10 minutes at home a night. That's 10 minutes, 50 minutes. That's an hour a week. That's really good practice. When they log in, they will come to a screen like this. Right now, most of my kids are on this strategy part. What that looks like is this, where there is all of the facts. There's 3 different levels within each fact: a model, a hybrid, an automatic. The model level is going to be having them draw or demonstrate with a 10 frame or on an array like this, that they really know it. The hybrid level gives them the array, but they're also just typing in the number. And then the automatic level is that memorization where it's just giving them 2 times 8 and they have to type in the answer. Once they have passed off all of the strategies level, then they will work on that multiplication. It will turn blue, like you can see here. I have several students already in my class working their way through that multiplication level. The multiplication is where it really comes into play, that speed. They have to answer the math fact under 3 seconds to pass off that level. And then once they pass off multiplication, they'll be on to division. I do have a couple of students who have flown through and are on division right now. It will turn green at that point and they can pass off their division. A couple of things. If your child is really struggling with facts and fracts, I am going to make a really big generalization right now. It is because of 2 things. So it may apply to your child. There are a few outlining cases, but most kids are going to struggle with number 1, accuracy. As I walk around my room, they are not typing in the number accurately every single time. When they type it in incorrectly, it makes them redo that level. It wants it so accurate. Practice makes permanent. And so if we are not getting it right every single time, they get sloppy and it's not going to let them pass. The other thing I see happening is speed. They're getting distracted. They're looking around the classroom. They're playing with a toy. They're playing with a pencil. They're putting their hands in their lap and then pulling their hands up to the keyboard and putting their hands back in their lap in between each one. They don't have time for that. They've got to move quickly. They've got to be typing them in as quickly as they can. If they are going quick and if they're accurate, they can actually move through the levels pretty quickly. If you want to see where your child is at, if they are on the strategies, if they're on the multiplication, if they're on the division, you can log into their Facts and Fracs and you can see exactly where they are at and they can show you that. Hopefully in the next week, if I have some time, I'm going to try to send out some individual reports to you with that on there. But hopefully that just helps, gives you the heads up with our math facts. Remember October 31st, Halloween. See if we can get them all the way memorized and passed off. If you need more resources, please let me know. I have lots and lots more I can send home. I just wanted to start with the basics, or if you have more questions. Okay, thanks.